guys. Good evening. How are you? I am just sitting here. Chad is sitting right over there. So if you see me looking off in the distance, there he is. See guys, it's for real. He's really there. You might see the cats creeping around back there too. I'm super excited to be doing this live event tonight. Hi guys, let me know where you're from. Thanks for tuning in. Hi Sandy, tell me where you are watching from. Hi Natasha, nice to see you guys here. First couple of minutes, I'm just gonna see who's popping in and give you guys a little shout out. And tonight I'm really excited because the topic that I'm going to be covering is all about hair. So Sandy's from Florida, we've got someone from Maine, Queen of Dreams, hey there. Mona from Washington, Linda from Ohio, Chad's gonna do a little adjustment for me here. Shima's from New Jersey. I've got our Ari Etienne from Texas, Seattle, New York. Hey from Brazil, Fernanda. Hi guys, so great to see you all here. Hey Darlene, and what I'd love for you to do is to leave any questions in the comments because Chad is sitting over here not only adjusting the phone so that it's a more flattering angle for me, which is so nice to have someone care about you that much, but also he's going to be moderating and shooting some questions my way as we go along.
So I'm known as Melissa Maker in the chat.
So he will actually be me, Melissa Maker, in the chat. So Chad, you got a little shout out there. Hey from Saudi Arabia, hi, so nice of you to tune in. All right, so I have a whole little curriculum here set up about hair because as you guys know, I take mine pretty seriously. Oh, I've got Sharmila from India, nice to see you. And I wanted to share with you some of my secrets and my routine, some of the tools and products that I use because I get asked about this a lot. So I figure, you know what, it would be the perfect topic to cover off in a live event. If you guys like the idea of hair care videos, you can give this video a thumbs up as well, because it always helps me to know what's working and what's not working based on this particular part of your body. I don't know why YouTube picked thumbs, but they did. So I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer before I get cracking, but I've got some really exciting stuff that I'm covering, and I also want you guys to know that I'm going to put links to everything that I'm talking about in a blog post that I will furiously try to get up for you tomorrow. I'm gonna work really hard on it. I'm going to get it out for you guys as quickly as I can. So I'm going to pop right in to the subject because I'm really excited to get there, and I think it's about time. And as people filter in, great. And you guys, you know, you can watch this anytime, by the way. This will be up on my channel afterward. So here we go. My hair care routine is as follows. I'm just going to share with you guys what I do and how I do it. And for those of you who have been following me on YouTube for a while, you know that I have tried a whole bunch of different things, even including that crazy weird no poo method, which I gave it my entire effort and people swore by it, and it just did not work for me. So, by the way, if you're doing the no poo thing, good for you, but I've just found that regular shampoo and conditioner actually does work the best for me. So, I wash my hair twice a week. I used to do it every other day, and then what I did is start to challenge my hair to see if I could go 2 days without washing and then 3 days without washing. And my motivation behind doing that was to preserve the health of my hair. I found that it was getting dry and it wasn't as shiny when I washed it too frequently. So instead, I scaled back on the washing, but I had to sort of train my hair. And back in the day when I was training my hair, dry shampoo did not exist. So I had to do all these weird hairstyles to try and cover up how greasy it was. But thankfully, the training program didn't take too long and my hair adapted fairly quickly. Hey Divya, nice to see you here. So I'll do it every, twice a week, every 3 to 4 days, that kind of thing. And obviously it depends on weather, activity level. If I was at like a greasy barbecue joint and my hair absolutely stinks, there are a lot of different factors that go into me deciding when I'm going to wash my hair. And how I actually wash my hair is as follows. The second I get in the shower, after I wet my hair a bit, I always do my hair first and I leave all of my shower stuff until the end, and I'll explain why in a second. So I divide my hair into two sections, the front, so the crown and the front, and then everything from the back and under my neck over here, under the hairline, like toward my neck over there. And the reason I do that is because first of all, when I get my hair washed at the hairdresser, I pay attention to what they're doing, and that's sort of the technique that they use. So the reason I start here and toward the top, and then I get sort of the area around my ears and my hairline, is because that tends to be a concentrated area for things to get oily. So I really like to focus on my scalp and my hairline up here. And I never take the shampoo past about this far down my hair. So anything that's on my scalp, great, but I never wash the rest of the hair down here. Any remnant shampoo will come off as I'm rinsing it out, but I don't actually need to work it through the hair over here. Then I'll do the back half of the hair, so I kind of section this part off. I'll massage back here around my ears and toward the bottom, and then I rinse and I repeat. So I am one of those two shampooer people. I found that one shampoo, I just wasn't getting enough out, but then when I added that second one in, the game changed. And I'm going to answer that morning or night question shortly for you, so don't you worry. Then I put conditioner in my hair, so basically from here down, and I will wring my hair out really well first, because conditioner doesn't tend to do so well if your hair's super wet and drippy. So I'll wring my hair out really well, or sometimes I'll get one of our waffle weave microfiber cloths and I'll just blot my hair quickly. And then I apply conditioner to the ends. And then I have a clip in the shower and I basically twist up my hair, I clip it, and then I get to all of my other shower stuff. So brush my teeth, shave, soap, water, whatever else I do in the shower, I take care of that. And then right before I hop out, I'll wash the conditioner out of my hair, and if I'm doing a treatment like an apple cider vinegar rinse, at that time I'll dump it in my hair right before I get out of the shower. So that's kind of the routine and how I make it work. In terms of styling my hair, one of the main reasons why I want to wash my hair as infrequently as possible is because it really takes me about 45 minutes to do my hair, which is a ridiculous time investment. And when Chad knows I'm doing my hair, he's like, okay, I'm gonna find 150 other things to do. And he can be extraordinarily productive while I'm doing my hair because there's just so much time. So I start by towel drying my hair, and again, I use one of our waffle weave microfiber cloths because they're super absorbent, and cutting out that moisture before you blow dry, especially when you have a lot of hair, it does tend to save you time. So I'll flip my hair upside down, and the hairdryer that I'm using right now is this one. I'm gonna try to get a good shot for you. It's the Conair 3Q brushless. Doesn't mean you don't use it with a brush. The brushless has to do with the actual motor in the hairdryer. It's lightweight. It's got some really good setting options on there. It's got a cool blast, a heat blast, and 3 different speeds, so it's really helpful. I like that it's lightweight. This was given to me. I didn't buy this, so I just kind of use it because I have it. It's also fairly inexpensive, so for the price point, I actually think it's a pretty decent hairdryer. And I like to get as much moisture out of my hair as possible before I use any further heat treatments. And as you guys can tell, okay, this is not natural. I don't wake up looking like this. This actually is accomplished by this beautiful beast over here. This was a little Melissa Maker investment. Oh, all the wires are tangled. Brought everything down from my office where I do my hair. But this is the Croc Classic infrared flat iron. It's the 1.5 inch flat iron. I love it. I put it up to 390 degrees. It's got an adjustable temperature button right over there, and it also has infrared on it, which helps protect your hair to the core. So I spent a little bit of extra money and I got the infrared flat iron. So today I basically blow dried my hair, and then I did flat iron from here down, and that's how I got this little wave here at the bottom. In terms of the products that I use for styling, I try to keep it minimal. I will use a heat protectant. I'm out of it right now, but the one that I was most recently using was Tresemme, and to be perfectly honest, I liked it because it was inexpensive, and I did some reviews online. I read some reviews online, and a lot of people talked about that particular product, so I gave it a try. It worked. So that's the one I'm using. What else do I want to tell you guys about regarding style?
I might want to thank everyone for all of the great questions that have come so far, and for all people that stick around for a little bit, and we'll answer all of the questions.
Note from husband. He says you guys have been sending through amazing questions, so I've been so busy trying to get through my curriculum because I want to tell you guys all my hair stuff. But I'm going to answer those questions toward the end. And some of you guys have sent through some lovely compliments about my hair. If you ever meet my mother, her first claim to fame is that, what is it, Chad?
I gave birth to that hair.
My mother always says, I gave birth to that hair. Like, if you ever meet her and she's with me, that is the first thing she'll say. So it is sort of a family treasure. So I have to take really good care of it. I'll also use, hairspray to keep it in place, dry shampoo. You guys know I talk about dry shampoo a little too much, a little too obsessed with it, sadly. And then sometimes, I'm going to show you the brushes that I use too, because I have a couple brushes and other hair tools that I want to tell you guys about. So you have to pardon me because I look a little grungy. This is real life. So I use this wet brush after I get out of the shower. I really like the wet brush because it doesn't catch your hair up like some other hair brushes can. This one's a boar bristle mix, so I like that because it helps distribute oils throughout your hair. So this is what I use as soon as I get out of the shower to detangle. When I'm not feeling completely lazy, because the Flatiron will do that to you, I will blow dry my hair with a round brush, and this one I believe is called Hotheads, and this is what it's called, Patented Captive End Hotheads. And this is a really neat brush. You can see it sort of got this twisted pattern with the boar bristle. It just gives you this really nice finish, this really nice wave. I think a blowout, it's one of my favorite hairstyles. I just frankly don't have the patience to do it, so I have not been doing that lately. And then every day when I brush my hair, I'm using this. The brand is Ion. It's a really large paddle brush, and when Chad's being a naughty boy, it works for that too. Kidding. You guys, I'm kidding. But it's got these boar bristle, it's got boar bristles as well as plastic bristles, so it's great for combing your, brushing your hair, as well as distributing oils. And I do love a good paddle brush. They're nice and big. Paddle brush can take care of a lot of hair in just a few strokes, so I like that. Now, the other thing that I have is one of these. Probably I've had this for years. It's totally beat up and disgusting, but it works. So why would I not keep it? And this is great for sectioning hair. It's also great for cleaning out your brushes when you need to. And sometimes when I'm flat ironing a specific strand, I'll just use my comb and I'll slowly drag it down the hair right before I put the iron on it so that I have a nice smooth piece to work with instead of like a crunchy piece, and then you get like a weird kind of curl. Doesn't work out so well. In terms of the hair clips that I love, they are these guys, and as I said, I'm going to put up links to these down below. I would go to the drugstore and buy the $8 large clampy clips like this, and they would break and get busted, and then the hairdressers all use these things, and they're almost like fingers. They articulate like this, so they can really grip hair. They're very powerful. And whoever thought anyone would say that about a hair clip? A powerful hair clip. Anyway, I will use this to section off hair while I'm styling it, but I also use this when I go to bed to pin up my hair at night, because if my hair looks fine, I don't want to redo it in the morning. I don't have time for that. So I clip my hair up. And that brings me to my next thing that I want to talk to you guys about, which is what I do overnight. Trying to reduce as much heat as possible, or exposing my hair to as much heat as possible, means that I have to preserve the hairstyle for as long as I can. So, and I actually have a video coming out about this shortly, so you guys can check that one out. I think it might even be coming out this Sunday. But I basically go through in that video exactly how I will maintain a hairstyle like this overnight so that I can wake up the next morning, literally shake my hair out, and then be on my way. Sometimes I don't even have to brush it, and it's just a great little way to maintain if you have a nice style. So I really love that one, and I'm excited for you guys to see that. And I'd love to know in the comments, or give me a thumbs up, do you guys know any techniques to get nice overnight waves? Like if you go to bed after you've showered and you kind of like do nice stuff to your hair. I've seen people take like strands of old t-shirts and tie their hair in crazy ways, and they wake up and they have the most beautiful waves the next morning. I don't know if you guys have ever done that before, but I'd love to know. I personally haven't tried. I mean, when I was 18, like, I would braid my hair in these little mini braids and wake up with weird crimp styles, and I thought I was so hot. Anyway, I do not do that anymore. I have since grown up. But I'd love to know if you guys have any of those, like, morning, you know, night before morning secrets for your hair. And I don't like, one of you asked me this earlier, and I had this in my notes to cover. I'm going to mention it now. I don't like washing my hair before I go to bed because I don't like sleeping on wet hair. It makes your pillow kind of uncomfortable to sleep on. That's also how you get some of those yellow stains on your pillow. It's a combination of sweat but other things, and if your hair is wet, ugh, it just kind of leaves that mark on the pillow. Plus, you kind of roll around and it's damp, and yeah, it's kind of yucky. So I also don't have the patience to blow dry my hair before I go to bed, and when I used to do that, I would style my hair. It would look so beautiful, and then I'd wake up in the morning and it would be all like crunched up and kinky. So I figure, you know what, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it in the morning. That's just what I've worked myself up to. In terms of my morning routine, so when I get up in the morning, how I try to make my hair look as good as possible depending on how much time I have that particular day, this is what I do. First of all, I do the dry shampoo inspection. If my hair needs dry shampoo, I apply it, and I just put a video up about my DIY dry shampoo recipe. It's 2 ingredients if you have dark hair, 1 ingredient if you have anything but, and you just need a really large makeup brush. So it is a great little solution. And I will look here in my part line, I look around my hairline, this area by my ears, holy cannoli, that one is just, that is the telltale sign if you have dirty hair on my head or not. So I will just start cleaning my hair up with some dry shampoo if it looks like it needs it. And I believe in that video I went over the techniques on how to use dry shampoo. I talked about that. Now, after I go to the gym, so I go to the gym in the morning, I never brush my hair. I look like a monster when I go to the gym. I don't even care how I look because I'm going to the gym and I'm married, so really my life is fine. I don't need to meet anyone at the gym. So I put my hair up in a ponytail, and then when I get home, I'll just take a couple of my little clips, I throw my hair up, I throw a shower cap on, I shower, and then when I come out, that's when I do the inspection to see, okay, do I need a touch-up? Do I need dry shampoo? And you really, after the gym, you know, it's a real hit or miss situation depending on how sweaty you got. And some people just aren't comfortable with not washing their hair after the gym. For me, I have crossed that barrier. I am just fine with not washing my hair after the gym if I can sustain it for another day. So I don't know what you guys do, but for me, that's been what works. Do I color my hair? A lot of you guys know that I have these like little balayage highlights under here, and I suppose my hair doesn't grow that quickly. My friend said that to me the other day. She's like, wow, I can't believe your balayage is still in your hair. She's had to redo hers twice. So I guess my hair doesn't grow as quickly as I'd like it to. But the last time I did this color, which is just these lighter strands here, was last April. So what's that, like a year and a half ago maybe? And I haven't recolored since. For me, I find, and this brown is just my natural color, same as my eyebrows. So I find that when I color my hair, the texture and the quality of my hair just changes, and I don't love it. Like, it doesn't style as nicely, it doesn't brush out as nicely, it always looks a little bit frizzy. Some girls can pull off beautiful blonde hair and their hair just looks amazing. And for me, no, it doesn't work. So I try, every now and then I'll do a little something, but it happens every, leap year or something like that. In terms of getting trims and dealing with split ends, so I hate going to the hairdresser almost as much as I hate going to the eye doctor, because I feel like the hairdresser never listens to me. I say to them, I just want a little bit cut off, and then we get like into a little bit of a control freak argument because they're like, no, but you have so many split ends, I have to cut your hair or else it's not going to look good. And I'm like, I don't care, I like my length. And we get into this little back and forth. So whenever I go, I swear this hairdresser of mine, he's great, but he lays on the guilt like it's nobody's business. He's like, you haven't been here, you don't call anymore. Like, lay off. But anyway, I will go probably twice a year, maybe once every 8 or 9 months. And what I do is I look at my hair, and when it's not styling the way I want it to anymore, when it doesn't fall the way I like it to fall, when I can't get it to go in the direction that I need it to go, that's when I get a haircut. So it's never a happy moment. It's just like I have to get over that awkward interaction with him for a little bit, but then we sort of get on with our lives. He cuts my hair. I feel sad for a short period of time, given how much he cut off, and then I move on. In terms of treatments and rinses, I have a little tickle trunk here with some stuff that I like to do every now and then. And I think it's really important to give your hair those treatments. You know me, I'm a pretty natural gal, so I like to use things that I can find at home. And here are a couple that I found work for me. Now, this is a multi-purpose coconut oil container that I got from Costco. It is not strictly for my hair. It's also for frying things. But I will use a little bit of coconut oil, and I'll pop, maybe a dime-sized amount in my hand. I'll just start rubbing it in like that. Just pretend it's there. And then I will go just to the ends of my hair. God forbid I should go any higher. I will just have to wash my hair immediately. So we're just talking about like maybe 3-4 inches max. And I'll just quickly do a little something like this, do a little bit over here, and shake it out, and that's it. So that's just a nice little treatment for my hair that I'll do with coconut oil. You can also do it with sweet almond oil. Frankly, you can do it with olive oil too. I think those are probably the 3 that you want to stick with. When I'm in the shower, if I notice that my hair needs a little bit of a pick-me-up, if it's sort of falling flat or not looking as good as it could be, that's when I will pull out the apple cider vinegar rinse. So I'm not a fan of apple cider vinegar. Some people love, they drink it, and they say it makes my body feel so good. And for me, I drink apple cider vinegar, and I don't know if you guys have had this experience, but I have this like this full body shudder every time I have it. And even the smell, to me, it just triggers me. I don't like it, but I really like what it does to my hair. It makes it really nice and shiny. It kind of cleans it up, gets rid of some of that oil. Give me a thumbs up if you guys have used apple cider vinegar in your hair before. So what I'll do is I'll take a cup. So I take like a big glass in the shower, and I'll put 1 cup of apple cider vinegar. Where's my little buddy? Here it is. My whole table's full of stuff. 10 drops of rosemary essential oil. And the reason I do that is because rosemary is great for stimulating your scalp. So if you want to help your hair grow faster and healthier, rosemary essential oil is a great addition. And then I'll add 1 cup of water. And after I've rinsed out my conditioner, I will wring out my hair really, really well, and then I'll just dump that carefully onto my hair. So I'll dump it with one hand and sort of massage it in with the other, and I try to get all around, top to bottom, like root to tip, so that everything gets covered in that nice little recipe. And then I give it a very quick rinse. Some people don't rinse it out at all. For me, it's just, it's a smell thing. It's nothing else. So I just give it a quick rinse, and then I hop out of the shower. And within, I'd say, a few hours, the apple cider vinegar smell is gone. Knowing me, I'd walk by and someone would get a whiff of vinegar. That's a very Melissa Maker thing to happen. The other thing that I'll do, and I talked about this in a Clean My Space video recently, and honest to goodness, I've been doing this for years, and it is a secret weapon. It is amazing. Baking soda. So I will take a tablespoon of baking soda, and I'll add it to my shampoo, and when I'm doing my scalp, I'll just massage it in and then rinse it out. So whenever I get my hair done with a lot of product, or if I've been using a lot of product lately and my hair just kind of feels gummed up, I'll use the baking soda as sort of a clarifying treatment, and honest to goodness, my hair feels squeaky clean. It feels amazing. It's light, it's bouncy. My sister called me, she like maybe a couple months ago, and she said, my hair's, I don't know what to do with it, it's nasty. It's like not moving, it feels gross. I said to her, try this baking soda thing. She called me after, she's like, Mel, where has this been all my life? So if you guys haven't tried it yet, I totally recommend that you do. We're getting a lot of requests for the cat. We have 2 cats. One is completely camera shy and terrified of all humans, and the other one loves the camera. She's probably the reincarnation of Marilyn Monroe, but for whatever reason, something upstairs was more exciting than what's going on down here, which is frankly a surprise to both Chad and I. hopefully she'll pop her head down after. So those are the treatments that I like to do. And every now and then I'll do that whole scalp coconut oil business. It's a scary proposition for me. It works really well. So you basically take warm coconut oil and you put it on your scalp, you massage it in, and then you basically comb the coconut oil root to tip. You clip it up and you sleep with it overnight. Oh, okay, so first of all, always put a towel down on your pillow. But second of all, you wake up, you really have to work the oil out of your hair. I've had to shampoo like 3 times to get rid of it. Now, does it make your hair feel amazing afterward? Yes, but it's a very high maintenance thing, so I don't do it all the time. I'd love to get back to some of your questions now, so I'm going to throw it to my better half? Other half. What are you, the other half or the better half? We're pretty egalitarian here. I think we're equal. Okay, other half, better half. Fine, better half.
The computer just froze.
Oh.
So one of the questions that I do remember is how often do you wash your hair?
So I did cover that off. How often do I wash my hair? Sorry, Chad's computer just froze, so he's having a little moment. He has a big smile on his face because he handles things very well, unlike me. That's why I suppose he's the better half. I'd be like, what's going on right now? He's very calm. I've seen some questions come through. In terms of using coconut oil for moisturizing hair, I just saw that question pop up. Again, I think it's a great hair moisturizer. I would personally be weary of using it up here. I only use it all the way down at the bottom. So that's my advice about coconut oil. How are we doing?
What about coconut oil for a moisturizer?
Yes, like a skin moisturizer.
Yeah.
Coconut oil for skin moisturizer. It works. So I use coconut oil or sweet almond oil on my body after I get out of the shower. The caveat is that it does take time for the coconut oil to absorb into your skin. It lasts all day. Your skin feels super soft. It smells really nice, but you do have to have that little period of time before you get dressed, or else you get oil stains on your clothes. That's never fun. And the other thing to keep in mind is that I don't think it's great for your face. So that's my take on coconut oil.
Sorry.
Oh, we have another case of the old frozen screen here.
Yeah, it's very.
Why don't you grab my laptop? Sorry guys, it's always fun to deal with technical issues when you're doing a live event. Which brand of shampoo and conditioner do I use? So I use a variety of different stuff. Here, Chad, I'm going to pass you my laptop, and you can use that. Okay. So in terms of the shampoo and conditioner that I use, I like to try all kinds of different things. When I find something that works, I tend to stick to it. Sometimes I'll use Pantene. I did a video on that recently, and it is actually a really good product, so I don't mind using that. I've also been using this product called Millcreek Biotene, and it's because I've wanted to thicken my hair lately. I have a lot of hair, but it's like I have thin strands, so I sort of want to bulk it up as much as I can. So I figured, you know what? Why not? And I went to the health food store. They sold it there. I did some reading about the product online, and it had some really great reviews. Plus, I could return it to the health food store if I didn't like it. So I always like to try new things.
Striving for better. Have you ever had bangs?
Yes, I have had bangs. The question is, have I ever had bangs? Oh my gosh, I have had bangs. And I don't think they suit me. I have a fairly small forehead, so they just, no, they don't look good. I saw another question pop up that I want to answer. Someone said, have I ever cut my hair short and did I regret it? Oh my God, guys, I'm gonna have to look for this picture one day and find it for you. I was in grade 8. By the way, in Canada we say grade 8. In America they say 8th grade. That's just the way it is. So I was in grade 8 and I had a party that I was going to. And I went to this hairdresser and he said, Melissa, I am gonna cut your hair. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. And silly me, being the 13, 14-year-old that I was, I said, okay, Anthony, whatever you want. This man cut my hair like so. Like I had I had a cross between a pixie cut and a bob. The only thing I can describe it was a pumpkin haircut. It looked so bad, and I had to go to my friend's bat mitzvah that night. I was absolutely mortified. And to boot, guys, this is the absolute worst thing that he did. The two front bangs here, because this was cool back in 1996 when I did this, were bleach blonde. So I had these bleach blonde mini bangs and the little pumpkin bob haircut. It was so bad. And that's why I think I will just always have long hair. I'll probably be like 94 with the long schleppy hair. That's what I'm gonna do.
Did you ask? Did you answer the question about shampoo and conditioner? Which shampoo and conditioner you
I did
use?
answer that.
Perfect. Would you ever let Chad cut your hair?
Hell no. Would I ever let Chad cut my hair? No way. No.
So that's a firm no.
So you could put that down as a no.
Which blow dryer and flat iron do you recommend?
So I mentioned that earlier in the video, so you can scroll back and watch that after, and I'll post that for you down below. And I'm putting up a blog post with all of the products that I talked about and the recipes, so you can see that. Probably tomorrow it'll be up on melissamaker.com.
Do you and Samantha have hair growing contests?
Do my sister and I have hair growing contests? Samantha has hair very similar to mine, but to her credit, she doesn't heat treat hers nearly as much as I do. The only reason I use heat on my hair is because when I do camera work, I don't want to have sort of the natural kind of wavy look that my hair does when I don't blow dry it. But on days where I'm not on camera, if I shower, say on a Saturday and wash my hair, I just let it air dry. But yeah, Samantha, if you ever see my sister and she has very long brown hair like me.
From a Vancouverite, can you please tell me what's the best thing to do for my hair after a day at the beach?
Wash the salt out of your hair after a day at the beach. Don't leave the salt in. Even though I always think whenever I have salt in my hair, it's like the best look because you get those beautiful waves. But the salt can actually be quite drying for your hair. So the best thing you can do is wash it, and then you might even want to give your ends some coconut oil just to help restore some of the moisture that you might have lost.
Do you still use chlorine?
Do I still use chlorine? I don't. I stopped using chlorine a couple of years back because I wanted to try something new. I didn't feel like I was getting what I needed from chlorine anymore, and that's kind of a good thing. You know, you use shampoo for a certain period of time, and then when it doesn't suit you anymore, you can move on. That's the beauty of living in 2017.
Do you have a hair tie that you can recommend? Something with little breakage that won't give you headaches?
Yeah, a hair tie that I recommend. Guys, I'm bad with the hair ties. I use the Goody hair ties, the thick ones, and they kind of pull my hair out. So I have to be a big girl about that. I need to investigate, but thanks for reminding me.
What's the weirdest color you've dyed your hair?
Oh, what's the weirdest color I dyed my hair? I am so glad you asked. Let me embarrass myself further. When the Spice Girls were a big deal, here we go, we're going down that rabbit hole. When the Spice Girls were a big deal, I was in, I want to say grade 10 or 11, and I really thought that Jerry Halliwell had great hair. So I cut my hair till about shoulder length, and then I did like blonde, red, and I just had thick chunk highlights, blonde, red, like big stripes. Glad we're not there anymore.
Any tips for deep hair spa with coconut oil, or I guess a deep...
Any tips for like a deep, like a hot
a
oil
treatment
treatment
yeah.
with coconut oil? I had mentioned that a little bit earlier. I'll just reiterate it really quickly. Heat the oil up, not hot so you burn your scalp, but just warm enough so it becomes liquefied. Then after, I usually do it on a day right before I'm going to wash my hair, so my hair is already kind of grungy. I'll do it before I go to bed, and I just start root to tip. I'll massage it into my scalp, I'll brush it down, and then I clip it up. Some people sleep with a plastic bag on their head. I am no bag lady, and I am not comfortable with that idea. So I just clip up my hair, I put a towel down on my pillow, like a gross towel that I don't care about. And then when I wake up in the morning, I rinse it out. Now, some people can get away with just one shampoo. I've had to do probably 2 or 3 rounds just because the oil really gets in there. So that would be my best advice.
I love the decor, particularly the glass/ceramic cacti in the background. Where did you get them?
So the little mini guy right over there, where my finger is, wow, that is some good aim right there. That little mini guy is from a little place in Palm Springs. I don't remember the name. The big guy and the two other little ones there are from a store here in Canada called HomeSense, which is very similar to Home Goods in the United States.
Is this your house? I assume that you filmed in an apartment, or is that a studio from a fellow Canadian?
Yes, this is my studio, and then I go home. No, this is my house. Everything happens right here. Yeah, when Chad and I are chilling after work, we sit there and we have wine or drinks or whatever. When I'm in a bad mood, I tend to sit there and cry, and he sits beside me, and yeah, this is our house, and the cats run up and down our stairs, and yeah, this is it.
How do you force your hair to do what you want it to do?
You have to beat it into submission. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. You know what I find? I find the better you take care of your hair, the more responsive it can be. And I also find, this might sound silly, but you have to be respectful of your hair. If your hair doesn't like what you're doing to it, you gotta stop, because you can't force it continually to do something that it doesn't want to do. And if you find that your hair is really dry or really oily or really frizzy, it might not hurt you to go to a hairdresser where they can address your actual issue and help walk you through it. Because if you keep coming up with the same problem time and again and you can't figure out why, you know, I have two of my best friends have like crazy curly hair, and they were having such a tough time making their hair look good. And then they went to a specialty curly hair hairdresser, and they got these haircuts, and their hair just instantly changed, and it was so much easier for them to style, and it looked beautiful. So that might actually really help you.
Can you film an organizing video series? Sorry, she's asked a few times.
Can I film a video organizing series? So on the Clean My Space channel, we definitely have some organizing videos, and we've got a few more in the pipeline. We just had a production meeting this morning, and we talked about some great ideas, so you can definitely tune in for some of those. And over the coming months on this channel, I will probably tackle that topic as well in some way, shape, or form. You guys stay tuned and you'll see. I think I'll take a couple more questions, and then what do you say we call it a night after that?
Have you taken any biotin supplements?
That's a great question.
And if so, how was your experience?
That's a great question. Have I taken any biotin supplements, and what's been my experience? Yes, I have taken biotin supplements. My naturopath gave me a pill that he recommended, because of course I went to him and I said, out of sheer vanity, could you give me something that will help my hair, skin, and nails? And he said, absolutely. And he gave me this product, and it was something that he carried. I don't remember the name, but it did work. Like, my hair definitely grew more than it did without the supplements. My nails also got healthier, and I'm on a whole bunch of stuff for skin anyway that he's provided to me. So my skin looked great. Now, the other thing that I've been doing recently is adding a scoop of gelatin powder to my breakfast every morning, and that is so good for your hair, your skin, and your nails. So you can do biotin, you can do gelatin, but all of that stuff really helps.
Treatment to thicken the hair.
You know, I don't want to, so the question was, do I have a treatment to thicken the hair? I don't want to say just yet, because I've been, like I said to you, when I bought that biotin shampoo, the Millcreek stuff, I wanted to just try it out to see. I'm going to give the entire bottle a chance before I make a judgment call on how I think it worked. I am looking into that though, so I don't want to advise you just yet. I want to do a little bit more research before I say anything further on that. So I'll take one more question, Chad.
How do you deal with split ends?
Ooh, how do I deal with split ends? Well, according to Albert, my hairdresser, you go and see him every 8 weeks, pay him a little bit of money, and get rid of them. However, the idea is not using heat on your hair is really going to make a difference when it comes to split ends. Not rigorously brushing your hair, because that can actually rip it and tear it and ruin it toward the bottom. And also rubbing your hair vigorously like this, whether you're shampooing or towel drying, that can also lead to split ends. So taking really good care of that. Okay.
2 more quick ones.
Chad has no boundaries.
Hassan
okay?
just wants a shout out and has asked, so if you could shout out Hassan.
Hassan. Hi, Hassan. There's your shout out.
And really
You
quick answer to this question: do you sleep on a satin pillow?
Do I sleep on a satin pillow? I actually sleep on a silk pillow, a silk pillowcase, and the website is silque.com. It's silk.com. You can check that out. And silk pillowcases, thank you for asking that. I can't even believe I didn't mention that. It makes a big difference on your hair because cotton pillowcases tangle up your hair as you move around overnight, and silk pillowcases are so soft that your hair just kind of slips and slides around and you don't wake up with tangly, yucky hair in the morning. Okay, you guys have been awesome. I've really loved doing this particular video topic with you. I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed it and learned a lot. Chad and I will be back at some point next week, probably next Thursday, although I know we've got like a dinner coming up. I think we have a dinner on Thursday with our staff or something. Anyway, I'll let you guys know on Instagram when I'm doing my next live. It'll either be next Wednesday, or we'll figure it out. You guys will know. And I'd love to know in the comments anything else that you have question-wise regarding hair care, hair tips, anything like that. And I'll do my best to answer some of these questions either later on today or tomorrow. And don't forget, I'm going to put up a blog post on melissamaker.com with all of the products that I like to use and links to them so that you guys can check it out for yourself. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful Thursday evening, and if you haven't done so already, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, or whatever time of day it is in your part of the world, in your neck of the woods, but you probably don't live in the woods. All right, guys, you have a great evening. Chad, bring it in. He's gonna come in and say bye to you guys too. Bye, guys.